Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers and getting listeners. Back again with another episode. This is your only daily Brewers podcast. 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time is when we upload. We are on Anchor, Spotify. Actually, Anchor is Spotify now, so we are on Spotify, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and now new today. Well, technically yesterday, because you're watching this tomorrow. Rumble. We are now on Rumble. So I got a channel going up on there. If you guys use Rumble, Miller Park Minute on Rumble starting today. If you want to support the show, you can go over to patreon.com/Miller Park Minute. Feel free to support if you'd like. Otherwise, you can use our SeatGeek code. Miller Park Minute is the SeatGeek code that saves you $20 off your first purchase. So we're trying a new setup here, so we're just getting used to everything, guys. So today we had a game. We lost 5-2. Spring training is kind of what it is. But Christian Yelich led off the game with a home run. That was a huge. Unfortunately, Freddy Peralta did give up a leadoff home run in the following inning. We did get to see Wade Miley for 2 innings, no hits, no earned run, 5 strikeouts. Yelich went 2 for 3 with a homer, RBI, and 2 runs. Other highlights: Freddy Peralta went 2 1/3. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. 1 walk. He did have 4 strikeouts though, and 1 was a homer. He gave up the 1 homer. Ethan Small did get knocked around a little bit today. Ray also got knocked around a little bit. But the encouraging thing, Wade Miley had a good outing. I don't know that this was Wade Miley's first outing. Kind of looks like it was Wade Miley's first outing of the spring. So again, it's spring training. We're just getting guys out there to get reps and experience and stuff like that. So nothing too crazy there. We are going to make a stop over at brewerfanatic.com. If you guys haven't already, go join the community over there. It's really fun. Excuse me. I post episodes up there as well. So if you want to check out more content from me, there's more content and just basically about every platform nowadays. So if you want to check out more content, go over to the Brewer Fanatic page. We were talking about the odds, playoff odds by the numbers the other day. So this is part 3 of that. So they're saying number 7 is the Blue Jays, number 6 is the Dodgers. Looks like the Mets, then the Padres, then the Braves, and then the Yankees. And these are all based off projections. Talking about the payroll, the number of wins projected, winning percentage. So good information there. Our guys at brewerfanatic.com always do a great job putting the content together. There's some minor league content as well being featured on the main page today. And then we also talk about breaking down the positions with Matthew Trueblood. So he's talking about shortstops today, talking about Willie Adames. I actually listened to a podcast just the other day. Might have been the 620 podcast or one of those. And basically what they were saying was that Willie Adames is defensively one of the best. Really cool new metrics that are coming. I'm not a huge sabermetric kind of guy, but anytime it makes one of our players look good, I'm all about it. So I really don't remember what podcast that was. I want to say it was the one done by 620. There was a great interview with Mike Brasso done by our good friend Dominic Catronio That's over on their YouTube channel, so check that out as well. Good content, good information there. The other big story is obviously the World Baseball Classic. If you guys haven't caught it, haven't checked any of it out, really cool stuff. There's an article today talking about the Urias brothers. Both teaming up to represent Mexico. Beginning Saturday, both of those plans fell through after Ramon was forced to withdraw due to last-minute insurance issues. Luis still figures to play a leading role for Team Mexico. So it doesn't look like okay. Well, that was deceiving. That article was very deceiving. It made me think that they were both going to play together, which would have been really cool. A couple of brothers playing together is always cool. The Uptons were one of my favorite brother pairs that played in the majors. Just cool stuff. That's cool when they get to play with family. Anytime father sons play in the big leagues together or brothers, it's always a cool thing. Nothing really too much. New on Brewers.com. Talking about the ballpark pass. That's that pass for $37.99. You get to unlimited games, $37.99 a month. Kind of a cool thing. They got the video of the homer. If you didn't see Christian Yelich's leadoff homer. So these last couple games have not been broadcast. Tomorrow's game, it looks like, is going to be broadcast. So that will be really nice to finally get to see one of these here or there. Just haven't seen a whole lot for Brewers broadcasted games. So tomorrow's game, we got Woody on the mound again. Really good stuff that we've been seeing out of all these guys. I mean, it's not start stuff, but that's oh, excuse me, I got the cough tonight. That's okay. I mean, it's still spring training. That's what we expect in spring training. A lot of people are doing projections on the World Baseball Classic and who they think is going to win. I haven't got to that level yet. I'm just enjoying it. Netherlands has got two wins already. Italy's got to win. Panama's got to win. Chinese Taipei is no wins. Cuba has 2 losses. Or I'm sorry, Chinese Taipei has 1 loss. Cuba has 2 losses. Australia has a win. Japan has a win. The Czech doesn't look like they've started a game yet. I don't even know. 5 a.m. is, oh, geez, super early. China's 0-1. Korea's 0-1. And then the Pool C, the Phoenix pool, hasn't started yet. And it looks like Pool D, the Miami pool, hasn't started yet either. So this is just fun all the way across the board because we get to watch these players play. It looked like potentially Yoli Chacin is going to be a backup as well. So another former Brewer in this thing. We talked about Wei Chong Wang. Otani led Japan over China. So 41,000 people in attendance. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of excitement for this. So, I mean, I don't know everything, and I'm trying to learn more as we go through this thing, but it's one of those things, guys. There's a lot to know there. Record with the Angels, 28 games, 15. Yeah. So it looks like he pitched and he hit. And he's facing their superstars. So, like, that's a big deal. Yeah, Italy won first game. So let's see if our guy got a hit. And who's on Italy for the Brew Crew? Do you know? It's Sal Frelick. Let's see if he got in. The box scores are different. Oh, here's a box. There we go. All right, so Cuba. No, we don't care about that. We want. Oh, Frelick was the lead-off batter. That's awesome. Got one hit. Nice. So far, he's hitting 200. Frelick. And I don't think we have any other Brewers that are playing on any of these other teams yet. Wait, Panama. I think Panama has stock, I think, is on Panama. Doesn't look like it. So nothing yet, but that's okay. So right now, we're kind of in the review stage of the postseason and everything like that. We are going to cover one last final chunk here. This is kind of the big one. I have talked a lot about the roster and this team makeup and everything like that this summer, or this coming into this offseason, or into the season here. So I'm going to talk about kind of an overall season review. I'm getting all my information from trade rumors, so that's where a lot of this has come from. Obviously, with the departure of David Stearns leaving and Matt Arnold taking over. The head job, we did sign Wade Miley to a 1-year deal at $4.5 million. I think that's got a second-year option, roughly about the same value. Brian Anderson, third base outfielder, 1 year, $3.5 million. Justin Wilson, left-handed pitcher, 1 year, $1 million plus option for 2024. He is the one that's under Tommy John right now, so we won't see him. Blake Perkins is a minor league minimum, $720,000. Option decisions: they exercised the $10 million mutual option on Kolten Wong. Declined the $3 million option on Brad Boxberger in favor of the $750,000 buyout. Then we get into the trades. So let's go through the trades real quick. So we received William Contreras, Justin Yeager, and Joel Payamps from the A's in a 3-team deal, sending Esteury Ruiz from Milwaukee, A's Sean Murphy to Atlanta, and received Kyle Muller, right-hand pitcher Freddy Tarnok, Royber Salinas from the Braves. So 3 players, 2 pitchers, relief pitchers that we're probably going to end up using. This is a solid, probably the best A-plus trade of the offseason, and we only gave up Esteury Ruiz. So the next one is acquired Jason Junk, Elvis Perguero, Adam Seminarius in exchange for Hunter Renfroe. Didn't like this move at the time. It just seemed like it wasn't there. But then I didn't know how far along a Sal Frelick and that a Tyler Naquin could be an option, those kind of things. We'll get to those in a few minutes. So I'd say this is a C. Just I don't see the value in having all these guys, but I could be proven wrong. The jury's still out. I want to be proven wrong on some of these moves. Okay, so the next one, we acquired Jesse Winker and Abraham Toro from the Mariners in exchange from Kolten Wong in cash. Again, this felt like a salary move in the first place, so I was not happy with it. Hindsight's 2020. Kolten Wong is replaceable, so I'd still give this like a B plus maybe. Still a good move. It really depends on how Winker turns out, and Toro as well. Toro does have some opportunity to play at the big league level, so we'll see how that turns out. Acquired Joseph Hernandez from the Mariners in exchange for Justin Topa. So we got rid of Topa and picked up another guy. And that's like a C, D move. Don't really care about it. I mean, Joseph Hernandez could turn into something down the road, but we don't know. Acquired Peyton Henry from the Marlins in exchange for Remington Batista. So that must have been the player to be named later, was Remington Batista. Peyton Henry is the guy they like. Obviously, they brought him back. The move importance to me is, well, it's not super important, I guess. D to F range, just for level of interest. They acquired Javi Guerra from the Rays in exchange for a player to be named later. Obviously, that player has not been named because we would have it on here already. Acquired infielder Owen Muller from the Guardians in exchange for a player to be named later or cash. Again, no player named. These are both, I'd say, B to C level moves. Owen Muller, I think it's a great story to have the Wisconsin guy from Fredonia come back to get to play in Milwaukee is really awesome. So Wisconsin natives playing for the Crew has been a thing. Obviously, Craig Counsell, Jim Gantner over the years, and there's been a handful of others I can't think of off the top of my head. If you can, name them below. Bryce Wilson from the Pirates in exchange for cash. It's a hopefully we get lucky type of move. Claim Tyson Miller off waivers from the Rangers. Again, these are bullpen moves. Could be valuable. Gus Varland was a Rule 5 player from the Dodgers. Notable minor league signings. So then that's where we get Luke Voigt, Tyler Naquin, Alex Claudio, Josh Van Meter, Eddie Alvarez, Colin Ray, Monte Harris came back, Sky Bolt, Thomas Pannone, John Singleton, Thago Vera, Robert Stock, Tobias Myers, Andrew Mazzaro, Colin Wills. I like Luke Voigt, Tyler Naquin. Claudio makes sense. A lot of these guys will get some time in the minors, and we'll see. I think they're good insurance ones, I guess is the best way to put it. Notable losses: Hunter Renfroe, Kolten Wong, Taylor Rogers, Andrew McCutcheon, Omar Narvaez, Jace Peterson, Brent Suter, Brad Boxberger, Trevor Rosenthal, Esteury Ruiz, Pedro Severino, Trevor Gott, Yandel Gustave, Pablo Reyes, Justin Topa, Jonathan Davis, Trevor Kelly, Luis Perdomo, Mario Feliciano, and Miguel Sanchez. So it's going to be a whole new crew out there when we roll out random guys. You're not going to recognize the random guys' names anymore. It just is what it is. Basically, they're talking. This article talks about how there's like a shift to rebuild mode. Or a lot of people thought we were going to be in rebuild mode. Post Josh Hader trade and dealing Renfroe and Wong as the first moves, and this was before we knew about Contreras and everything like that. We're just trying to look at anything. Many fans are and people are asking. One of the things this is focusing on here is what's with the future of the Brewers, and I think that's one of the things we keep talking about as fans because we want to know where we're going from here. What is the Brewers' plan to continue with this team, especially with big names like Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, and Willie Adames? All can net really large contracts at this juncture in their career. I don't think we are anywhere far away from that. But one of the big things I see in this is let's see how 2023 plays out and kind of play it from here. We still do have Robert Gasser. He's going to be a minor leaguer for us. Our rotation has really got solid pieces outside of Ashby being injured. We still have Freddy Peralta, Erica Lauer, Adrian Hauser. I think I was trying to say Hauser, and I don't know. Gaff of the day. There's still the option for Jason Alexander, Bryce Wilson. These pieces, it's gonna be a wait and see how these turn out and where these players all fit in for Milwaukee in 2023. It's what it comes down to. There's still a lot of unknown. I gave a roster update in yesterday's episode, I believe it was, and I still am very questionable on where the roster stands and where I think this roster is going to be. One of the other big pieces that I keep talking about, I've talked about time and time again, is we have these players that don't have an option left. You know, you've got your Keston Heroes, you've got your Tyrone Taylors. Gus Varland's got to be on the roster on opening day. Otherwise, you got to send him back or work on a trade or pay more for him. So the locks, Devin Williams, Peter Strzelecki, Hobie Millionaire, the Milner. I think Claudio might be somewhere to go into the. He could either start on the roster or he could start in the minors. He does have a minor league deal, so Strzelecki, he's a lock. Garrett Mitchell's a lock. Christian Yelich is obviously a lock. I think Sal is working his way out of the team, especially if he plays well for Italy and then comes back. Could be cool to see where he goes. I don't think we'll see a Jackson Churio. Maybe Weimer later in the year, but who knows? Jesse Winker's obviously a lock too. I'm just seeing if there's any other pieces I missed here in this whole kind of bigger picture. I don't think so. I mean, I think we kind of covered it. You know, and you got and we've talked about this over and over again, but this is just my off-season review. Kind of, I thought it was good timing. I saw a lot of off-season review stuff, a lot of roster stuff. I gave a roster yesterday, but I can re-give that same roster I gave. I think I gave it on the Brewer Fanatic episode. So let me just give that roster again. Let me pull it up real quick. I enjoy doing the rosters and the projections, just because it's fun for me to talk about what I think, give you my opinion. So, okay, number one lineup: Christian Yelich, Willy Adames, Roddy Tellez, William Contreras, Jesse Winker, Brian Anderson, Garrett Mitchell, Luis Urias, and I did put Sal Frelick on this version. What he's shown, I think he deserves a spot. Mike Brasso, Victor Caratini. I'm still out on Keston, but I got him on here just because I think he's gonna probably end up making it. It's kind of put up or shut up time for Keston. So if he doesn't start out too good, he might get cut or DFA'd. Luke Voigt, Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff, Freddy Peralta, Eric Lauer, Wade Miley. You got Matt Bush. It's going to be a lock in the bullpen. Javi Guerra is going to make it. Adrian Hauser, of course. Hobie Milner, Joel Payamps, Peter Strzelecki, Devin Williams, and I've got Gus Varland making it. So that's where I'm standing with roster. Everything we've been through this offseason. I still think we've got a long way to go to figure this all out, and there will be another roster probably next week sometime. I'll come up with another updated roster opening day. I like to do this once a week. We are going to do a big season preview special. kind of coming into the end of the season here. So that being said, guys, that is really all I've got today. I mean, I've covered it all. We talked a little WBC. We got to talk about the roster and what's happened and what's transpired this offseason. And I'm having fun with this, guys. This is great to talk baseball every day. I put out these podcasts. I do all the research I can for you guys. And big shout out to Butcher. He does a lot of it too as well. So like, subscribe, follow us. Go check us out on Rumble. Check out the Rumble channel. We're going to be streaming there as well now. So I think starting tomorrow, videos are going to go there. I have to set up the Rumble page and stuff like that. So if you type us in on Rumble, you may not find us right away, but we will be there. So if you're on Rumble, smash that Rumble button. I think. I don't know how it all works yet. Figure it out, right? All right, guys. Have a great day. As always, thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute, and go Brew Crew. See you in the next one.
Thank you for watching the Miller Park Minute. Go Brewers.